quiz. Who knows what this is? This little device. If you know what that is, pop it in the chat. If you don't, take a guess. And while you're doing that, no, it is not a chord organizer. I want to know who grew up listening to their music on this. Yes, this is my famous Journey Escape album. You had to buy the entire album to get the songs. But change happened, and then we had little discs where you could buy the number one song that you wanted on the A side, and the B side stood for the bad side. So let me see. Okay. Oh, we do have, I have some, I love it. Some people had albums. No, it is not a fidget spinner. I love that too. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It is this little device that you would pop into the 45 record, and it would adapt this 45 to your record player. So it fit on the spindle so you could play your 45s and your 78s. But change happened, and we got the 8-track tape. Yes, you can barely even find these at yard sales any longer. And then change happened, and we got a little bit smaller. So we had our little cassette tape, and you could fast forward to the favorite song, but usually you go too far, and then you rewind, and you go too far. Very frustrating, but you get your favorite song. And change happened, and technology advanced, and we got to the compact disc. So now you could track forward to your favorite song. And now, of course, all we have to do is buy our favorite song, and we can carry all of our favorites right here in our pocket for any time, anywhere. The reality is, change can be a challenge. Change will continue, but embracing change is controllable. Now, the title of this talk is Embracing Change. It is not resisting change, changing change, putting up with change. It's about embracing change. Now, I know that we in associations, we love our acronyms. So I've got an acronym for you today, and it's ACT. A-C-T, ACT. And the A stands for attitude. Research tells us that positive people are actually 31% more productive. I don't know about you, but I sure could use some more productivity in my world and my world around me. And we can affect that change with our associations and our members and our stakeholders. Because I know that you've probably been frustrated. You've had those boardrooms where everyone sits around and goes, our members will never go for that. And you can fill in the blank and say it with me. We've always done it that way. So our attitude is the first place to start. And then we move to the C. Now, in order to tell you what the C is, I want you to do a little exercise with me. So on a piece of paper, just take the next 10 seconds and draw a rough sketch of a cup and saucer. So just real quick, sketch out a rough sketch of a cup and saucer, and I would love to see what you've got there. So let's see here. If you are sketching that quickly, I will say that about 99.9% of you came up with something that looks like this. Now, maybe some of you added some steam, or you have World's Greatest Dad on there, but most people draw, yes, okay, Heidi's got she drew it that way, yeah, Jamie did, fantastic. So all of you, most of you drew it like this. But I want to ask, how many of you drew your cup and saucer like this? C stands for choice. We have a choice in the way that we perceive things. This is the aerial view of the cup and saucer, but somewhere in our background, we view things based on our past experience and those filters. So somewhere someone said, this is what a cup and saucer looks like. But we have to learn that when we change our attitude, we can empower our members and our leaders to have a choice in the way that we view change that changes their perspective. And then the last one is T, for take action. We change our attitude, we learn that we have choices, and then we have to help our people take action. And these are just the small steps that move to that greater change. So I'm going to use myself as an example to show you how this works. My husband works out of town, and of course, I typically travel during the week. And when we come in on Friday night, we convene at home, and we go to the same place. I don't know if y'all are with me, anybody does that same thing, but it doesn't matter if a new restaurant opened, we have a gift card, a coupon, we always end up going to the same place. Who's with me? So what we do, we go to the same place. And I know you probably don't have this particular chain in your area, but you've got something similar, because the place we love to go, Viva Mexico, Viva Mexico, Viva Mexico. All right, let me see in the chat. Who are my Mexican food loving people? Who's with me? Let's give it up for the refried beans. Yes. So we love this place. We sit at the booth in the back. Luis is our server. We can't go more than 2 weeks without eating the refried beans. I don't know what they put in there, but they're addictive. We have to go back for our fix. And a little secret, I think they put Windex in the margaritas because you can't have more than two and operate heavy machinery. But we love this place. So, if we wanted to move towards the change of having a healthier lifestyle, then what would be some small baby steps? Just rapid fire, pop those in the chat. Kelly's saying, "Opa." Let's see what kind of ideas you would come up with, little things that we could do. Okay, make it your cheat day, skip the guacamole, which probably means I have to skip the queso dip. Yeah, I'm getting a private message. Take a walk there. Yes, we could cook at home. That's a good idea. Oh, and there's one in every crowd. The skinny margarita. Y'all, skinny and margarita should not even be in the same sentence. They are nasty. It's just wrong. Thanks a lot for taking away my margaritas. And somebody says, oh, just order one new. Order one margarita. Try something new. So in about 15 seconds, you gave me 8 or 10 ideas that are just small steps that we could take action toward moving towards that greater change. Because if we said all of a sudden we're going to eat healthy and we're never going back to Viva Mexico again, we'd never make past 2 weeks. So as an association executive, we have the power to realize that we can help our people change their attitude, help them see that they have a choice to change their perspective, and begin to help them take action for small steps to move towards the bigger change. We can set up focus groups. We can get those early adopters. We get those enthusiasts that begin, those evangelists that actually begin to bring people along so that we can part in change in our organization. So do not let change defeat you. Change is a challenge. Change will continue, but embracing change is controllable. So in the words of the former POW, Viktor Frankl, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. So I want to thank you for spending the time with me today. And just please know, I'll be in the expo hall. I am known for high energy, high engagement, whether it's in person or virtual. There's interactivity. You've got your people leaning in, they're participating. So it's almost as if they're having a conversation with me, being right there in the room. There's content that I, just like the record adapter, I adapt to your industry using examples from them so that they relate to it. They get good content, they have tangible takeaways that they can use right away, but they have fun and they're inspired and motivated while they're doing it. So we started this theme off with music. So as an association executive, your concern for return on engagement is just as important as your return on your investment. Let me make you look like a rock star, and let's turn up the volume on your next conference. I look forward to you picking me in the trade show after this. Thank you so much. Back to you, Ed.